In this video, I'm just going to give you a little bit of background to the books of the New Testament. You can see on the screen here a copy taken from the contents page of my Bible, which is reasonably typical, listing all the books in the order that they usually appear. The first 5 books are historical books in that they deal with the acts and actions in certain periods of time. The first 4 covering the life of Jesus, and the first 3 of these are relatively historical, called the Synoptic Gospels, Matthew, Mark and Luke. The 4th Gospel, the Gospel of John, is more thematic, covering various themes from Jesus' life, and this is then followed by the history of the early church, covering typically the first 20, 30 or 40 years after the life of Jesus Christ, summarised in the Acts of the Apostles. There then follow a series of letters written by an individual to either a group of believers, typically we'd call that a church, or to an individual. The first of these letters are indeed the letters of an individual called Paul, and he wrote them to various groups. So, for example, the first one was to the group of Christians in Rome. The second 2 letters you can see were written to the Christians who were in Corinth, which is a town in Greece. Following this, we have Paul's letters to certain individuals. Again, you can see that there are 2 letters addressed to Timothy, one to Titus and one to Philemon. Following on from these letters, there's a letter to the Jewish Christians, or typically the, as it's called, Hebrew Christians. And then following on from this, we have letters from certain individuals. So there's a letter from James, there are 2 letters from Peter, and 3 letters from John, followed by a letter from Jude. These letters contain instruction, teaching, therefore learning, and they deal with very specific questions and problems that were being experienced by members and groups of believers in the early period after the life of Christ. The Bible then concludes, or the New Testament then concludes, with the book of Revelation, which is a book of prophecy. And I do hope this helps you read the New Testament and gain more understanding from it.